Everybody, yo, you know, like I always say in my videos, a good way to tell when you're in a bad neighborhood is when you see a lot of churches. And you ever notice when the neighborhood gets gentrified that those churches close down? You ever realize that? So what did that mean in the first place? That mean that the churches wasn't doing nothing but sucking the blood out the community. They wasn't doing nothing. All churches do in the hood is give out old clothes and soup. That's all they do. The church ain't nothing but a fucking the churches in the hood ain't nothing but a pep rally to keep people going for the next week. That's all it is. That's all it is. And like you go to Brooklyn on Brooklyn, I forgot what street it was. On Gates Avenue. You go to Brooklyn on Gates Avenue, they got 2 and 3 churches right next door to each other. You go to Lenox Avenue in Harlem, they got 2 or 3 churches right next door to each other. You go to Jamaica Avenue in Queens, they got 2 or 3 churches right next door to each other. Anywhere you go in America and you see a lot of churches, it's gonna be fucked up. And the minute it gets gentrified, the wealthy come in and they change them big churches into homes. Like right in Harlem, there's a dude that turned the church into a $4 million home. White people don't be doing that shit. You know, when you go to a white church, you got the doctors, you got the lawyers, you got teachers, you got gynecologists, you know, you got politicians that attend that church. So everything in that church is conducive and productive to the neighborhood and the community. You go to a black church in the hood, what you got? You got the pimps. You got the hookers. You got the girl that got 2 and 3 babies by 2 and 3 different men. The black church ain't nothing but entertainment. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's why it's a band in there. And the Holy Ghost ain't nothing but a soul-triggered orgasm. That's all it is. Well, how come them ladies don't get the Holy Ghost when they're driving on the highway? How come they don't get the Holy Ghost when they're waiting for the train? They only get the Holy Ghost in church. And R&B music and gospel music is one and the same. It's always a woman singing about a man that left her, and she's waiting for the man to come back to her. And that man is either her husband, her baby daddy, her ex-boyfriend, or Jesus. It's real simple, man. Black people don't get it. These churches ain't doing shit for the hood. And they always raising money for a building fund, and the building never gets built. Where's the building? They always raising money, and people are like, well, you need churches in the hood to give people hope. All they do is give out fucking soup and coats. That's all they do. You know, how's that giving people hope? Them shits is like leeches. It's not productive in the neighborhood. They don't do nothing for the neighborhood. That's all they do. And like I said, the preacher be driving a big nice car while the congregation get on the bus and breaking their neck, like especially like the old people, and breaking their neck through the snow to get to church every Sunday. Because all they want to do is see what who got on, see what who was wearing that following Sunday. Like I said, big churches ain't nothing but for big egos filled with fascist conscious people. That's all it is, man. That shit ain't. And people talk about the Bible said this, the Bible said. The Bible could say anything because there's no law as to who can write a Bible. And the Bible is constantly updated. It's constantly updated to suit the modern times and the modern era. That's why there's a new gay version of the Bible coming out called the Queen James Version. Anybody can write a Bible. It's spelled Buybull because that's what it is. It's not doing nothing for black people. Nothing. Nothing at all. It's like doing nothing. That's what it's doing. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time and resources. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's why, like I said before, anywhere you go in America and you see a lot of churches, the neighborhood is going to be jacked up. It's real simple.